All right, people, welcome back to the coach's desk. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we have an exclusive Demarai Gray interview. You know what I mean? And I'll be delving into that. I was sent this interview um, by a friend. I mean, I tried to get the audio version of it, but wasn't able to, capture it. So it's print, and I'm going to get into the details of the interview. It's an exclusive interview, and I'm just gonna share a few of the stuff, highlighted stuff that Demarai Gray expressed while making that decision to represent the island. All right, so I want you to stay tuned, people, and we'll be delving into it. The interview with Demarai Gray, very very important for us to know all of this. Of course, we know that he's switching allegiance, international allegiance, and Jamaica has always been on his mind, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? There's a saying that or a question that is asked, who do you think you are? And that is what people are asked on the British TV series, where they delve into their family history just to learn about their ancestors and themselves. And it can be poignant, challenging, and in the end, uplifting, if you know what I mean. Away from the television cameras, Demarai Gray has followed the same process over the last year. And late last week, his answers was completed when a small padded envelope dropped through his letter box. Now, inside it was the Everton's player's Jamaican passport. Wow. He's now ready for the next phase of a career that has taken him from Birmingham City's youth team to Premier League winners medal at Leicester, under 21 international caps with England, a spell in Germany, and now Goodison Park. So that's basically how his career has spanned out. The next step, the Caribbean island, his grandparents call home, to which Gray has pledged his international allegiance, with the long-term aim of helping Jamaica reach a major tournament. Now, he hopes to kickstart that journey with involvement in this month's Gold Cup. Of course, he's already there when the Reggae Boyz will begin by taking on the U.S. men's national team and Trinidad and Tobago, as well as St. Kitts. Now, for Demarai Gray, it is the start of a bright new footballing era, which has long been in his thoughts. Now, the Jamaican FA had previously contacted the attacking midfielder to gauge his interest, and age 26, and with years of top flight experience behind him, he's ready for the next step. And of course, he outlined that on his Instagram post. I think it's the right time. He tells the Athletic, and this is the place that he did the interview. International football is something I've missed. Yeah, why did he say he missed international football? You'll soon hear about that. Now, Jamaica has always been on my mind. Coming through as a youngster, I represented England. That's international football. From an early age up to the U21, but not getting a senior cap meant Jamaica was an opportunity for me. At this stage, I am at now wanting a fresh challenge, and with my family roots and culture, I think it's perfect timing. Jamaica manager, who is of course the coach Amir Algrimson, has been in contact with Gray on and off since his appointment last September as part of a plan to recruit top European talent eligible to play for the national team. The Everton man will join an exciting forward line, which already boasts stars such as Leon Bailey from Aston Villa, West Ham's Mikel Antonio, and Bobby Reed from Fulham. You know what I mean? Mhm. He qualifies through his maternal and grandparents, who are from Clarendon in Jamaica's south. People, big up the Clarendonians, and I know the Clarendonians are going to be on this one. Them are Grace from Clarendon. Um, he still has his relatives there. Many of them are there. Now, for Gray, who is called up who was called up to the full England squad by Southgate in 2018 but did not make an appearance, it is far more than just switching to plan B for international football. Listen to this, people. It's a chance to dig deep into my culture and something when I look back on my career, I can hopefully be proud. This is what he posited. I want to do something that encourages my children to learn about their heritage too. So this is not a plan B, people. It is an added bonus that it will delight his grandparents who are based in Birmingham, where Gray was raised but often returned to Clarendon, where they have a home. They have been back and forth in recent years, he says. I lived over the road from them in Birmingham and was really close. I play football for myself and for my own enjoyment, but I got to this position because of them and their sacrifices. So this is something that can, if not repay them, make them feel good. When you grow up playing in England and in England system, it's easy to think that's all there is, but it's not. So listening up, people, I want you to listen carefully how Demarai Gray is explaining these things. There's a lot more to football, and sitting down with the Jamaican manager widened my eyes. So big up to Imir and made me see how I can really try to help the nation and bring my skills and experience to Jamaica. So big up to Imir Algrimson on, you know, getting on the is marketing cap on and market such a product and a program to the young reggae boy, young in meaning his first time playing, and get him convinced to be there. Being a Premier League player, I want to bring what I've learned and my leadership skills to that level of football. Hopefully, I can help. Of course, you know that Gray played football at Bayer Leverkusen in 2021. That was very difficult for him in his career. Um, but it was the Rhineland where the seeds of playing for Jamaica began to grow in earnest. So basically, that's where it all started. You know, Leon Bailey was at Bayer Leverkusen. So he said, I played with Leon at Leverkusen and he was on my case a bit. Big up Bailey. But it was already in the back of my mind. Anyways, he says, it was interesting to speak to him having played there and hearing what he thinks and getting the manager's thoughts. It wasn't as much as being persuaded. It just felt right. Wow. That's good, That's a big thing. You know what I mean? Jamaica has a lot of talent. I hope that by making the step, other players can consider it as well. And we can become a massive team. I'm excited to see how far we can go. The manager spoke to me about the potential there and the future plans. And it did get me pumped up. Big up to Imir Algrimson again. See, the man sell them or I grade the plan. And it basically worked because right now, them are I grade. Mm-hmm. Now, Algrimson, a former dentist turned coach, has made a strong impression on Gray. And over his belief spell to date, the team has showed promise despite not qualifying for the last World Cup. Gray would love to play for Jamaica at the next World Cup in the US, Canada, Mexico in 2026, but he's not joining up with the teammates simply expecting to play because of his experience. So he's not expecting to just jump into the starting 11, into the team right away. You can never walk into any team and have expectations, he says. Just because of my career path, I don't think I'm walking in as a star player. It's just about bringing my qualities. We have Leon with his qualities and Mikhail and his Premier League experience too. So collectively, we can all make a difference. I'm just another body. That's humbling, right? Yeah, man. For Jamaica to progress as a team, hopefully we can, grow over the next few years and turn into a good side. Gray sees potential for his new international team to forge a bigger international brand based on global affection for the island, which produced stars across sports and entertainment such as Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Patrick Ewing, and the likes. All around the world, people know Jamaica, he says. There's a lot of vibes and excitement. If we can progress as a team and reach big competitions, it will be a great moment for the country and capture the imagination of the globe because it's a popular culture around the world. The World Cup is a while away, and that's long term thinking when it comes to aspirations. But that would be amazing. I watched the last World Cup and support some countries and see the support some countries got. Now, Jamaica is beautiful country with beautiful vibes. People would get behind that. The future is bright. Now, Demarai seem to have a laid back personality off the pitch. On it, Gray blends skills and ability to slow down a game before exploding into action, something he feels as a synergy with his homeland. Yes, there are similarities with my style and the Jamaica way, he says. I hope it excites people, the Jamaican people. I have had people messaging me on social media, fans asking me to play for them, and they seem to appreciate what I can bring, which is good feeling, which is a good feeling. One day for a big deal, then that. Big deal. Big up yourself. Over the last year or so, I've watched a lot of their games, and I think I'll fit in really well. Gray feels his British and Jamaican identities can coexist in harmony, and his grandparents were thrilled when he told them he was ready to pull on the gold, green, and black shirt. Obviously, I lived in England all my life, apart from a spell in Germany, he says. I'm homeboy, but this is something different. I hope that by doing this, I can show other players that there's an opportunity in career, or rather in their career, to look at their roots and maybe find another way. So this is also another persuasion to persuade some other players over there. It's up to them and the choices they want to make, but I want this for myself and the next generation of my family. We're all looking forward to going back to Jamaica. I can't wait for my first game. I have missed international football at youth levels. So this is why he missed football, international football, because he has been playing it since youth level, and in his adult year, he has not played international football. So there and then, this is where he's gonna be playing football. Now, after a challenging season with Everton again battled relegation, Gray led the line in the Merseyside's final and decisive home winner, Bournemouth to secure safety. He also scored a contender for the top flight goal of the season in an important draw with eventual champion City at the Etihad. It's been a difficult time at Everton over the last 2 seasons, he says. It's not been the highest of moments, even if there have been some highs, but having some difficulty can build your character, and that's part of what I have to bring. You know, when I was 19, I won the Premier League, so I know the ups and downs. There's a lot I've learned from the last 2 difficult seasons, but I've really enjoyed my time there. I've got a lot of love for the club. As a kid, you think football is about playing and winning, but there's so much more to it. This is a chapter of my career I'll forever look at and embrace. Now I'm rearing to get started for Jamaica. I'm a huge believer in God, and this is what this that is and that this is what He wanted for me. I am very grateful. This is an inspiring story, people. Very inspiring story. Good little interview. I am sorry that I couldn't have gotten the audio, but he said a lot of things. He said a lot of things, and it is a good thing, to know that Demarai Gray had thoughts of playing for Jamaica in the back of his head. Very, 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 very good. Even when Leon Bailey approached him, he basically, you know, had it in the back of his mind. So it's not about persuasion. It was there, even though that probably would have helped. I think what would have sold it was Coach Amir Algrimson, who, convinced him, showed him that football is more than just playing Premier League and winning titles. It's about repping your nation. You know what I mean? And it's a good thing to know that he liked what he heard, and he's ready to blaze and to explode for the national team. People, what are your thoughts? Yeah, I want you to share it down below in the comment section. And trust me, this is a big thing. And I like how humble Demarai Gray is. He doesn't believe that he's gonna just walk into the team and shine and all of these things. But he knows what he has to offer, and I believe that he has a lot to offer to this national team. Hence, he would not have made that bold step to come and play. So, people, share a comment. Big, big move from Demarai Gray. Until next time, people, stay safe. Peace out.